Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, yes. Can you listen to me clearly?
Yes, I can hear
Okay.
it clearly.
All right, good one. Okay. We can continue with our practice, all right? And let's begin with some part one questions as our warm-up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, what do you usually do in the evening? Mm-hmm.
Um, I think in the evening, I often spend time online by watching YouTube or scrolling through social media. Sometimes I also study and just chat with my friends.
Okay. Spending time online, chatting with friends, right?
Yeah.
So these are the things that you often engage in when it's evening time.
Yeah.
And how about the things that you hate doing, you don't like doing in your evening time?
So I think I hate doing boring tasks like cleaning or washing dishes after dinner. I feel tired and just want to relax, so it can really ruin my mood.
Ruin, right? Once again, ruin.
Ruin.
Okay, ruin your mood. Okay, yes. Good one. And between the morning and the evening, which one do you prefer? Okay, morning.
Uh, I think I prefer the evening because it's quiet and peaceful. I can do things I like, such as watching movie and listening to music. Meanwhile, in the morning, I'm usually too sleepy to enjoy anything.
Okay, too sleepy, right? Okay, amazing. And how about your evening routine when you were little? What did you do when you were little in evening? Okay.
Mm, when I was little, I usually watched cartoons on television and then I did my homework. My parents wanted me to sleep early, so I didn't stay up late. Yeah, it's quite a pretty fixed routine.
Hmm. Okay. It's a fixed routine,
Oh,
right?
fixed routine. Yeah.
Okay, yes. This one is true. Routine, right? Okay. It is stressed on the second C syllable. We don't say like routine. No. It's true.
Routine.
Routine. The same with the word with.
Mhm.
Without, right? Without and routine. It is stressed on the second syllable. Okay. How about this one? Okay. Do you spend your evenings doing the same things on the weekends and weekdays? Is there any like differences between your habits?
Not really. On weekdays, I have to focus on my studying and doing school-related tasks.
Mm.
So on weekend I can relax, I can sleep late or hang out with my friends offline.
Okay, sleep late. Is there another phrase for this? Okay, I understand what you mean, but sleep late. Okay, you can say I can stay.
Stay up late.
I can stay up late, right? All right, I can stay up late. So during the weeks, you spend your evening time to focus on academic tasks, right? Uh,
Right,
the responsibilities, whereas the weekends are for relaxation.
right.
Okay, okay. How about this one? We can move to the topic of sitting down. Okay, sitting down. Do you find it easy to fall asleep when sitting on a sofa?
Okay, so yes, especially when I feel too tired or it's a confined sofa, I easily to fall asleep. many times while watching TV too. So it just happened without me noticing. So
Okay. Did you try and use this word?
that's right. Com
Oh, okay. So let's see how we pronounce it. Okay, interesting word. Uh,
oh,
okay.
Comfy.
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 Okay.
Oh, once again, comfy.
Comfy.
Yeah, comfy, right? Okay. So comfy.
Comfy.
Yes, comfy. And if you want to make your answer a little bit more detailed, you
Uh,
can briefly explain the reason why. So do you
mm,
think like why is it so easy for you to fall asleep? Apart from the reason like you are very tired, because when we're tired we can sleep wherever we lie on, right? Okay.
I think I is also a bit sleepy person. I can sleep anywhere. I always feel sleep is the most im crucial part in my life. I can on the weekend I can sleep up to 10 hours a day.
Okay, yeah. I think like sleeping can prevent aging, right? Sleeping
Right.
prevents aging. The more we sleep, the more time the body has to recover, and it helps us to stay youthful. Okay, to stay
Right.
young. Okay. And you know what? Okay. Have you ever heard of the word ergonomic before?
Actually, I haven't heard about it before.
Okay. Actually, in Vietnam, a lot of people have bought ergonomic chair. Okay. So ergonomic chairs or ergonomic kind of household appliances or items. It focuses on the design that ensure comfort and prevents like a pressure or strain on the body. So you can say, oh yeah, I find it very easy to fall asleep on when I'm on a sofa, especially if it is good, if it is with good economic support.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Can you help me to repeat this one? Ergonomic support.
economic support.
Okay, yes, ergonomic. Okay, so ergonomic, it means like the desire that promotes comfort and prevent pain or pressure. Okay. I remember this is the kind of topic that I got when I took the test for the very first time years ago. I still remember this same question I was asked. And at that time, I didn't know the forecast. So when the examiner asked me this question, I was like, why? Why do you interest? Why are you interested in asking me in knowing about my sitting habits when I
Right.
was younger? Okay, so this one, when you were a kid, did you usually sit on the floor? So how about you? Okay.
Mm, okay, so when I was a kid, I often sat on the floor, especially while I was playing toys and drawing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember spending hours to sit on sitting on in the living room with
Mm-hmm.
my coloring books, so it felt really comfortable and gave me a lot of space to move around. Okay.
Oh, yeah, really good. You gave me an interesting kind of answer because you actually gave the reasons why you decided to sit on the floor, right? Okay. It gave you a lot of space. You could move around more easily, right? Okay. And you could play with your toys more comfortably. Yes, that's really good. Sat on the floor. And when you're sitting down, do you feel sleepy?
Sometimes I feel really sleepy after lunch or if the room is so quiet. When I sit for too long, my body just relaxes and I feel drowsy. So it's easily to fall asleep. Fall
Hmm.
asleep.
It's very easy for you to fall asleep, especially when you are sitting down for a long period of time, right? Okay. And if you want to say like for a long time, for a long time, can you think of another phrase for it? This phrase is totally normal, is okay. But if you want to replace it with something else, what would it be?
Mm. Extended time or prolonged time. Yeah.
Yes, you say for extended
Time.
period of time. Okay, or maybe an extended period of
Okay.
time. Really good. So that leads me to the next question. Do you always sit down for a long time?
Mm, yes, most of my days, um, I have to study and I have to use my computer. So that's when I sit for a extended periods of time. And sometimes I get so focused that I don't notice how much time has passed. So I also try to take a short break to stretch if I sit too long. Yeah,
Okay. All right. I get so focused once again.
I get so focused.
All right. Uh, okay. So sometime you take a break, okay, to stand up and then to okay, once
Stretch,
again.
stretch.
Yes, stretch, stretch. Okay, yes. So I know that you are someone who sits down for extended periods of time very often. So
Right.
where is your favorite place to sit down?
Mhm. I would say my bed definitely is super comfortable, and I can do everything there from studying, watching videos, or unwinding after a long day. So it's like my little personal space. Right.
Hmm. Okay, so you prefer to sit on your bed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sit on your bed and you work with your laptops or computers, right? Okay. And if you're tired, you can lie on your bed and then start sleeping. So, oh, it's very convenient. Okay, very good. That's it for our warm up today. And you know what? A lot of people find it a little bit awkward to give answers to the topic of sitting, and I'm
All
one
right.
of them. I'm one of them. However, you have just handled it very well. Okay, very like natural, normal, and you say the things that are true to you. You don't know you don't try to add very advanced vocabs and make your answers unnatural, and that's a good thing. Okay. All right. How about this one? Describe a time you were very busy. What about
Okay.
this one? Okay. All right. You can start. Mhm.
So I would like to talk about a time I was incredibly busy was over the past 2 months
Hmm.
as I was preparing for my IELTS exam and also working on my graduation thesis. This period started around 2 months ago and lasted until now. And therefore, it was one of the busiest periods of my life, and I had to balance multiple demanding tasks simultaneously. And at that time, I was mostly at home, dedicating hours each day to both studying for the IELTS and working on my dissertation. I would wake up early in the morning and like reviewing all of the study materials before diving into my writing my thesis. Okay, uh, so I was often juggling several activities at once. And it felt really overwhelmed for me, and therefore I had to make a clear plan to adjust my schedule when something popped up um, unexpectedly. Uh, so since then, I have realized that I also improved a lot of my ability to multitask and manage time effectively. If I hadn't been so determined, I would have likely fallen behind in my preparations. The stress was high, but looking back, I felt kind of proud of what I have accomplished. Before I started this period of intense work, I had never been so committed to managing my time and my responsibilities in such a like um, intense way. So if I wish I had a better plan to um, boost my productivity more. Yeah.
All right. So you had a good plan already, and you wish you had even a better plan.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good one. So you talk about like a period of the last 2 months, right? Okay. When you had to prepare for the IELTS exam, and you also had to work on your graduation thesis. Oh, okay. So once you are done with that, you will be able to graduate from your university, right?
Right.
Okay, so you're working on it. Okay. Can you help me to pronounce this word one more time?
Thesis.
Hmm. One more time, please.
Thesis.
Yes, thesis, right? Thesis. Okay, thesis. This one, multiple.
Multiple. Mo
Okay. One more time, please. I'm sorry.
multiple.
Yes, multiple. It's not multiple and it's
Right.
not multiple, right? Okay, not not moon, like multiple. Okay, yes. I'm working on two things simultaneously. Once again,
Simultaneously.
hmm,
Okay.
simultaneously. Okay. How about this one? Material.
Material.
Oh, material. Do you remember how you pronounced it last time?
Real. I don't pronounce the ending sound, the L. I think
Um,
so.
no. Not really with ending sounds, but with the like this one. You don't say like material. You say material. It's like the sound. We need like sound, right? Material.
Material. Okay.
Material. Okay. And at the end, when you say something like, "Oh, I've never been so committed to get things done in a," and then you were looking for the adjective, right? And you ended up using the word like intense way, right? In the intense way. So the word intense, if I'm not mistaken, it was used like two times. Right? It was used two times, intense. At the same time, you can use the word
Disciplined.
disciplines, right? So during the process of preparing for things, do you think you need to exercise the discipline?
Yeah, right.
Right? Yeah, you need to be very disciplined, right? You are not allowed to procrastinate. You're not allowed to delay your task. You need to do it when the time comes. Okay. So you can use the word discipline.
Discipline.
Oh, it's really good. Let's follow it up with a part three question. So we talk about time management. We talk about being busy. So how could students be taught about time management? How could students be taught about time management, in your opinion?
I think there are two ways. There's ways for students to learn, manage their time. The first way is through the teachers.
Hmm.
The teachers can like uh, instruct students to make a timetable and plan their homework and do them in priority, right? Okay, so and the second way is through their parents, because their parents are their life role models, so they really can have a great influence on their offspring. So on everyday life, the parents can support students to like process their task and also guide their children to um, to consider what is more important and what is needed to do first. So I think this is why it's in two ways. Okay.
Okay, so the first way is from teachers, right?
Right.
Okay, the teachers can guide students to like create timetable, right? And evaluate like the urgency of each and every task so
Mm.
that they can complete their schedule according to the order of priority.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So there's a time where say do them and then something, right? I suggest that you can use the phrase of do them in the order of.
Our order priority.
Yes, okay. And the second way is through parents. Parents can also instruct students to
Yeah.
see and to assess which one is their priority and which one need to be addressed first. Okay, yes, 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 really good. And you know what? Yesterday I also give it a try with this kind of question. I also gave my own response in front of a mirror. And I also came up with one idea for this is because and it is like parents
Okay.
can make their children
Right.
schedule tighter or more busy.
Mm.
So why is that? Can you guess the idea behind that? Parents can make their children's schedule tighter or more busy. They can do
Maybe
it. Maybe.
they want to keep them occupied with those tasks and they can have more time to do their own job like cooking or cleaning. I think so.
Oh, okay. Not really, because we're talking about like students and time management, right? So my point is like if the schedule of student is getting more hectic, they will
Mm.
need to come up with their own ways of managing stuff. Okay,
Okay.
so they learn through experiencing busyness, and then they will need to come up with their own ways of dealing with it
Yeah.
rather than just parents giving theories and giving like theoretical knowledge. Oh,
Okay.
yes. And they can do that through signing up their children for a charity event, charity work, etc., or enroll in different classes. Okay, that's really good. And let's say, how about this one? Describe a traditional product in your country.
Okay.
A traditional product in your country. Okay, which one do you choose to talk about here?
Maybe outside. Okay.
Okay, yes, you talk about áo dài. All right, you can begin.
Um, One of the most iconic traditional products in Vietnam is the áo dài, a long and elegant dress that has become a national symbol of grace and cultural identity. It usually made from silk, and worn over white trousers, and is commonly seen at weddings, festivals, and some school ceremonies. Um, I think the áo dài has remained a powerful symbol of Vietnam's traditional over the centuries because um, uh, its meaning never faded. It represents not only beauty but also modesty and respect. So I remember that I first wore and outside when I was in secondary school because it was our school like uniform for some festivals. And at first I didn't like it much. It felt uncomfortable and too formal. But later I had realized how beautiful and traditional it actually was. And by the time I graduated, I had already worn it for several years, several times, okay, and had grown attached to it. Looking back, I wish I had appreciated it more while I was still wearing it on some special events. Um, and also, if I had taken more photos back then, I would have had more memories to look back on now. So yeah, it's one of traditional product I like.
Okay, traditional bra.
Product, okay, product.
Okay, yes. We talk about áo dài, right? An iconic dress in Vietnamese, like dressing tradition or like fashion. Okay, yes, good one. Let's say this one. Okay, can you help me to pronounce this again?
Uh, Iconic.
Oh, is it icon or iconic? Okay.
Iconic. Okay, iconic.
We will see it. All right. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, this one. Okay.
iconic,
Oh, once again, iconic.
Iconic.
Hmm. Yeah, so this is with the stress, right? Iconic here. Okay, once again with stress. How about this one?
Mm, ceremony. Okay,
Yes, ceremony. Once again, ceremony.
ceremony.
Okay, ceremony. Okay, and this one.
Modesty. Oh, I thought it was a second stress. Okay.
Okay, it's like a modesty, right?
Right.
Okay, modesties. Okay.
Modesty.
So we have these ones. So like the problems with the stress pardon, right? And at the same time with this one,
Product.
okay, perfectly done. This one, cultural identity, cultural.
Um, Cultural identity.
Cultural, right? Cultural. We don't say like a cultural. Oh, it is
Cultural.
cultural. And the sound is like this kind of sound. This one, cultural.
Oh,
Cultural.
cultural.
Hmm. A lot of tenses were used in your answer, like by the time something I had already won it for many times, not for many years, right? For many
Right.
times. Good one. I wish I had taken more photos, something like that. So a lot of tenses were being used, and that can be done thanks to you trying to add a context, something personal, right? So that you can include a lot of tenses. That's a good thing. However, one like systematic pronunciation error I can spot in your answer is the fact that sometimes with the word like this, you know the pronunciation of it, but in your speech, the sound is a little bit like with this one, you say former. It's like former, like this. It's like a this one like former resident, which is
Right.
not the right word, right? This one
No,
is form.
more.
Oh, formal. And this one is material.
No.
Material. Okay. And how about this one?
Official.
Oh, official, right? Okay. Official, material, and form.
More.
Formal. Okay. We don't say like former. Okay. We don't say like material. No, material. Okay. Yes. All right. Really good. And let's follow up with a part three question with this one. So, do you think, do you think traditional products can compete with mass-produced products?
I I think it can. It's although it's something belong belongs to the past, but it still have some cultural significance, and this can enhance its identity and also the importance in everyday life for some special events, like diplomatic events. Many like representative of Vietnam still citizens of Vietnam still have to wear um still have to use the traditional products to promote the nation image in the foreign community. So despite the fact that the mass product is growing, I still think it's quite like a bad consumption behavior. So it may be reduced in the future, in the near future. So yeah.
Okay. What do you mean, like a bad consumption behavior and reduced? What do you
Uh,
mean by that?
I
Yes.
think most of the mass production industry now consume a lot of natural resources
Mm.
and can have detrimental effects on the environment, and it's really um it's really affect the people life in the near future, and younger generation must take that a problem into considerations to eliminate the that behavior. Yeah, I think
Mm.
so.
Okay, okay. Maybe like limits their consumption of these
Right.
products, right? Okay. And that can contribute to the conservation of natural resources. Okay. With mass-produced products, you can use the word they are resource intense.
Answer.
That means they use up a lot of like resources. Okay, yes, really good. However, once again, cultural identity.
Cultural identity. Cult
Okay. The funny thing is that the last time you pronounce it correctly when you say cultural identity, but then you changed it, you say cultural identity.
Oh,
Oh, okay. The first time you got it correctly.
okay.
Cultural identity.
Cultural.
Okay. Hmm. One more question. Let's say, how can the government
Uh,
support the industry of traditional products? How can the government support the industry of traditional products?
I think uh the state can enforce some policy like tax break for some traditional products, so that the price of um, those products can um, be reduced, and it can attract more customers to buy and enhance the purchase, the sale, and the enhance the sales. Yeah, I think so.
All right, good. Enforce some policies, right? Once again.
Enforce some policies.
Okay, yes, yes, yes. So you mentioned tax breaks, something like that. Okay. And you know what? Actually, a lot of traditional products are being manufactured or being produced by the artisan, right? By the
Oh,
artisans. Okay, nghệ nhân, right? Okay, by the artisans. A lot of traditional products are being created, but the problem here is that these artisans, they are just like the people who create the products, and they are not very knowledgeable, they are not very skilled in marketing their products and bring them to the customers. Okay, they can create, they have good skills in making the products, but they cannot sell them in large amount to the customers.
right.
So can the government help
Mm,
with that or help in that regard? Can
Uh,
they? Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think they can use social media pages, the official pages, to promote and advertising the traditional products free of charge. So that can uh, attract the attention from the public and maybe mm, and I think nowadays more and more young people um growing an interest in traditional products through that way. So it can the artisan can sell more and more products in the next 5 years in yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They can enhance, sorry, they can enhance the reach, right, of
Yeah,
their
products. Yeah.
products. Okay, to make sure that it can reach more
Customer.
customers. So you can say, oh yes, the government can
Yeah.
help by running some advertising
Mm.
campaigns, okay, to bring the products closer to potential customer, or you can say
Buyers.
buyers. Okay, you can say, oh yes, a lot of artisans, they are absolutely excellent in terms of their craftsmanship, right?
Mm. Right.
But when it comes to being an advertiser, they are not very good. So the government, with their influence and with their reach, they can help with that. Okay, with their influence and their reach. Okay, the government can offer some help, offer some support. Okay, that's really good. All right, yeah. How about this one? Describe a contest or competition you want to participate in.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes.
One competition I would love to participate in is an Chinese debate competition. It's event where participants present arguments on different social, political, or moral topics by Chinese. Uh, they can try to persuade the judges and the audience with logic, evidence, and speaking skills. So there is a national level Chinese debate contest held every year in Hanoi, and it gathers a lot of talented students from universities across Vietnam. I think the next round will um, have taken place in December, and I'm really hoping to join as a representative of my university. To be honest, I had always wanted to join a debate competition in high school, but unfortunately, I had never had the chance. So, um, at that time, I wasn't confident enough, and the timing just didn't work out. I was actually considering participating in one last year, but I was also preparing for final exams, so I couldn't fit it into my schedule. Okay. Um, so I wish I had managed my time better last year's, so I might have gained some experience and attended that competition. Um, and if I had taken this kind of challenge earlier, I think I would already be more comfortable speaking in front of large audience. I think it's still not too late. I'm still excited about the opportunity, and I want to take part in this competition, not just to win a prize, but also push myself out of my comfort zone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. By the end of something, I hope I will have something. And
All right.
any future perfect tense here? Can you add one? Future
Um,
perfect.
so I think by this time of next month, will have I will have mm, like I will have attended more conference or more webinars mm, to train my speaking skills and met a lot of experts in this field. Okay.
So that you will hone your ability, hone your speaking skill,
Yeah.
debating skill for the participation in the real contest. Right?
Right.
Yes, 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 yes. Good one. Once again, this one. Can you help me to pronounce it?
Participate?
Yes, participate. So the last time, if I'm not mistaken, it's a little bit like
Oh, right.
participate or something. So it's a little bit messy with the pronunciation here. So once again, participate, participate.
Participate.
Yes, participate. And this one. So when you talk about like talk in a language, we don't say by Chinese, we say we don't
In
s- in
in Chinese.
Yes,
Okay.
in Chinese. Okay, in Chinese. And this one, persuade.
Persuade. Persuade.
Okay, so the transcription goes like this: persuade, sway.
Persuade.
We don't say like persuade, no sway, sway, persuade, persuade. Okay, this one. I wish I had managed. Okay.
I had managed
Okay, perfect. Talk in front of
large audience.
a large
Large,
audience.
large audience.
Okay, large. So large had managed persuade, right? And in Chinese. Okay, participate in as well. Okay. And now let's do one part three
Okay.
question here. Okay, do you think it is helpful to have competition between students in a class?
Mm, I think is useful because a competition, a healthy competition can uh boost their like interest in some aspects of studies. So uh they can also um hone their confidence for better for better prospects in their life, and they can gain some skill like critical thinking or problem solving. That can also uh, uh, a useful tool for the um, career path. Yeah, I think so.
All right, so I think your answer lacks a little bit like depth.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
it can be enhanced by you like giving a more specific example. Like you can say, oh, competition, for example, if we are talking about like the competition to be the most academically excellent student in a class, okay, or who can get the highest GPA, something like that. Oh, in order to do that, okay, students need to study extra hard in
Uh,
order to achieve their target. And through competition, they learn to not give up in the
mm,
middle of their competition. They also learn problem solving skill. They learn how to manage their time. They learn how to let's say to motivate themselves. Okay, when it comes to some hardship, there will be time that they want to give up, but they think of the prize. They think of how proud they would be when they become the one with the higher GPA, so they will push through the pain, things like that. Okay, give me a more specific example. Okay, so can you help me to do it again? Maybe the first time it's just for you to get used to it. Okay.
So I think it's useful to have some competitions in a class, um, because healthy competition in a class can be beneficial as it motivates students to perform their best and foster some creativity and innovation. Yeah. For example, they can compete for uh, art, art or drawing, uh, in a for a drawing exam. So they um for those they can gain more practical skills like uh teamwork or um time management to meet the deadlines and to cooperate with each other to have the best results and um, and then when they receive the results they can be proud of themselves and they can have some aspiration in their life to work better and to try their hard for like mm, better results. The results. I think so. Okay.
Okay. What's wrong with this one? It's results, right?
Oh, okay.
Once again, result.
Results.
Hmm.
Results.
And you know what? It's better than the first time. It's better. But
Mhm.
we also need to emphasize the competition aspect. Okay. So you when you mention like a drawing contest, right? Or a drawing competition, you can say something like, "Oh, if if there is no competition, if there is no prize, maybe they will not try as hard to to boost their creativity. They will not try as hard to come up with something original, right?
Mhm.
Okay, they just do it with like half of their capacity.
Mhm.
However, if we put it in the context of competition with the prize in front of them, they will be driven by by the outcome, and
Driven by their
they can push through their creativity
limit.
limits. Okay, so when you do that, you are you are specific, right? The
Mhm.
listener can understand the context, and at the same time, you emphasize the key words in the
Mhm.
question. All right, so you can see it's similar to as writing task too, right? You need to be specific and you need to address the keywords in the prompt. It's the same thing. Okay, okay. And let's say, how about competition in the workplace? Competition in the workplace. If there is too much competition in a workplace, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I think whenever it's come to the word too much, it's always it's always can be harmful for many reasons. Um, so the over competition in the workplace can make the employees compete each other in not very good way. And they, for example, they can do anything for the prize. They can talk behind their back for coworker back, and even they can destroy the products of other people for the for gaining a high position in the competition. But and so I think It can create unfavorable environment in the workplace by enhancing by holding too much competitive mm, context like that, and they can make the overall atmosphere in the workplace too intense when the employees or the employees always hate each other and always like not too not very friendly with each other. So yeah,
Okay, okay. So too much competition or over competition, and at the same time you can use the word excess.
excessive.
Competition. Just like you say, it can create a kind of environment where people see each other, when people see each other as opponents,
Opponent.
as foes, instead of like co-workers and
Mm,
collaborators.
uh,
We don't want to foster that hostile environment.
environment.
Okay, we want the environment that is harmonious, that
Uh,
is healthy. We need some competition to motivate people to work hard, but everything needs to be managed within boundaries and limits, right? Okay, because if it is too much, people will just fight each other to gain what? To gain unfair
Fair.
advantage.
Mm.
All right, yes, really good. Let's move on. How about okay, let's say how about this one? Okay, describe a special day out that cost you little money or didn't cost you much money. Okay, what do you
Okay.
think about this?
One special day out I didn't cost much was my visit to Vong Village last year with my family. It's a small village located in Hanoi, and it was it is well known for making a traditional food called young rice. Um, as someone who was born and raised in Hanoi, I had heard the phrase cốm làng vòng all my life. I had eaten this dish every autumn since I was a child, but last year it was the first time I actually visited the village, and I had been wanting to visit it for a long time, but I always seem to be busy during the festival season. If I had known how interesting it was, it I would have made time for it earlier. When we arrived, we were warmly welcomed by a local guide who shared the history and stories behind the dish. He um, explained that centuries ago, farmers started making green rice after their crops were damaged by floods. And while we were exploring the village, we got the chance to try making the young rice ourselves. We were shown a step from roasting the grains to to pounding them and removing the husk. It was simple but really meaningful. And the best part of the trip was tasting the freshly made young rice. It was soft, fragrant, and slightly sweet. So I think in terms of cost, I only spent a little money on tipping the guide and buying some young rice for my grandparents. So I really enjoyed that trip. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, you talk about a time when you visited like a place, a village, and you were shown how a traditional craft was done, right? Okay. How people created mm, like a agricultural crop. Okay.
Yeah.
However, you know what? I want your answer to emphasize more like the keyword, like the cost didn't cost you much. I can see in the beginning you said something, oh, today I'll tell you like a day that didn't cost me much. Okay. And up until the end, you say, oh, I just spent a little bit of money on. So it's like the beginning and the end. And in the middle, it's all about like the description of what happened and without any mentioning about the cost. You see that?
Oh,
Oh, okay. So it it should be something that is continuous, like in the beginning and then in the middle and then in the end. In the middle, you can say, "Oh, okay, it's not something luxurious. It's something very like local and traditional. Therefore, the price of it is super like budget friendly and affordable." So the people they want to do that so that this kind of product can reach more potential buyers and can draw the interest of the masses.
mm,
Okay, something like that. You give a little bit of the explanation so that it adheres more to the prompt. Okay,
okay.
sometimes we get carried away by a lot of details that we can think of, right? So we focus a lot on that. So at the end, we only manage to fill in a little bit of details, and that's not a big problem. But I'm just afraid with some strict examiners, they will
Mm,
think of it like irrelevant answer. Okay.
okay.
So make sure you add a little bit of that. Okay. There was a time you say the
Mhm.
crops or something damaged by something. I couldn't hear the
Floods,
uh
floods, floods,
floods.
floods.
Okay, yes. Okay, so when you mentioned the taste of a young rice or something, you say,
Yeah,
oh, it's a little bit what?
sweet.
Sweet, right? We don't say just sweet, right? We don't say sweet like this. Okay, we don't say sweet like it's sweet. Okay, like Taylor Swift, Swift. Oh,
Sweet.
I'm sorry. It's my mistake. Okay, yes. And in the beginning, maybe you were a little bit nervous, so you say, "Oh, I will talk about a day that I didn't cost me." Oh,
And that didn't cost much. Cost me much. Okay.
cost me much. Or if you don't want to use the same phrases in the question, what else can you say? If you want to paraphrase it a little bit more.
Really affordable trip.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about a very affordable trip, or I would talk about like the day where I didn't have to pay a lot of money. Okay,
I
didn't have to pay a lot of money. Okay, yes. And let's say one part three question. All right. So, are are the people in your country willing to pay a lot of money for their holiday?
Mm. So I think it depends on personality. If
Hmm.
someone who are generous, they will be willing to pay a quite huge amount of money for their holidays because they want to achieve they want to receive the best service and like the best holiday in that trip. So I mean, they can like stay in the luxurious hotels and enjoy mm, enjoy some expensive food. So they want to pay the amount of money deserved to the quality of the trip. But someone who are like a saving person, they can't they rather than pay a lot of money, they may spend just a little amount to like enjoy the holiday in a cost-effective way. So, for example, they just go around their neighbor and taking some bicycle and hire some bicycle to running around the park just like that, right?
Go around the neighbor or neighborhood. Which one?
Yeah.
Okay, go around the neighborhood. So, you mean it's like what do you mean is they will find the most affordable,
Yeah.
okay, options, right? Okay. And the reason for that, when you said something like they are like or he or she is a saving person, I can understand that. But maybe you can say something like a money conscious
Okay.
person. Hmm.
Okay.
A, a money conscious person is someone who pays careful attention to the amount of money he or
Yeah.
she spends, right? Very careful with money. Money conscious person. Okay. They want, you can say like that, they want to get the best value for
Mm.
the money they
They
spend.
can, right. They want to get the best value.
Okay. The best out of the money they spend. Yeah, that's for sure. Or you can say like it is different from those who are willing to
Growing
splurge. To
flirt.
splurge. You know about this word, right?
I
To
know how to
splurge. To splurge on a luxurious trip,
trip.
okay, or something. With money conscious person, they are not willing to splurge. Uh,
Right.
what they hate most is squandering money, right? Okay. Oh, okay. So you can say, oh, squander
Morning.
money, or spend money
Great.
recklessly. Okay. And however, there are people who value the memory, who value the experience. So they
Oh,
think to themselves like, even though I'm not like the richest person in the world, but
uh,
I cannot take back the young days, right? The experience. So they try to spend as much as they can, as much as their budget allows them. Okay,
like
so.
yeah,
Mhm.
they want to attain a one in a life experience, right?
Yeah, once in
In
a
the
lifetime.
lifetime
Once in a
experience.
lifetime experience. Okay, you know what? Um, I could predict that you were trying to look for this word when you are giving the answer. Okay, once in a lifetime. Once, and I will highlight this word, even though I know you have already been aware of this one, but
Yeah.
um like there's a gap between knowing the words and applying them, right? There's a gap between that. So the best way to bridge the gap is each and every time you give an answer, okay, after you give an answer you stop and then you give an answer again to
Oh,
see whether you could upgrade the answers that you have just given. Okay.
okay.
Or another way that I usually do is like I will I will not time myself. I will not time myself. I just give myself a lot of time to give an answer to a question.
Oh,
It can take me 15 minutes for a question in part three. And our brain has the tendency to remember the advanced words as we go, as we go. Gradually we will remember. We don't remember it in the first place, in the beginning. However, as we go on, our brain will activate the part that stores the advanced vocabularies. And when you activate it regularly enough, you will
mm,
have the ability to use them, to use these advanced vocabs at will. Okay, when you want to use it, you can use it. Okay, that's really good. So this one is the topic that we do today, right? So I will highlight it so that we know where to start next time, where to continue. Okay, you know what? Okay, I have something to ask you because as our schedule, right? We will have lesson tomorrow from 2 to 3, right? 2 to 3. However, I just want to ask you, um, are you available on Thursday? Are you available on Thursday at the same time? Do you have any personal like stuff?
Maybe not. I can be available on that time on the Thursday.
Okay, at the same time, right? At the same time, 2 to 3. So how about we move it from
Oh,
Tuesday to Thursday? Okay,
okay.
just Tuesday to Thursday. Okay, and
Okay.
we will still have lesson on Wednesday at the same time. 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 2
Oh,
to 4. Okay, so today we will have lesson, right? On Wednesday we'll have lesson from
right.
2 to 4, and right after that on Thursday we will
Oh,
have lesson from 2 to 3. Is that okay for you? All
okay.
right, thank you. Thank God. Thank you. All
Thank
right, you have just saved me. Thank you. All right. Really good. It's a pleasure to have lesson with you. Okay, so please help me to practice at home. Okay, and try to see and be aware of certain issues, the ending sounds, the vowels, and you know what? Today I discovered something new, like material, like formal and things like that, official. So at the end, don't make it a sound. If it is O sound, official, keep it. Official, formal, keep it. Do not
you.
change it to formal. Okay. All right. Yes, really good. We'll see each other on Wednesday. Okay.
Right. Okay. Thank
Thank
you a
you.
lot
Yeah. Bye
for
bye.